6 minutes, 25 seconds gone by here in the third period. Colgate, clock starting not to become their friend. Look out! Hank Cleves in front, denied by Dick. Stavrov back out to Foley, right of the ECAC logo. Spins 360 degrees, shakes LaBelle. Stavrov walking in, looking for a play down low. There's a shot! Score! Teamwork! Hank Cleves finishes it off. His fourth goal in the last 2 games. And Dartmouth leads by 3 in the third period of game 1. And I'm sure that the Big Green would really love an insurance goal. Not to take their foot off the accelerator, but to feel a little bit better. They got it! They got it! Right off the draw, Sidney Poutra! (3-1). Her first career goal. Back of Dartmouth's goal line. Frias whacks at it, but it's held up by Stefanik, and then getting painted at the wall is Grable. Opportunity knocking for Yale in the slot, but the first one to the puck is Stefanik. He'll get it out, but then dumped in deep right at the red line by Forrester, or at least he tried to, but it's blocked going the other way. Nakora in, centering pass, walking in, Grable shoots, he scores! But a quick exit for the Colgate Raiders as Cummings has to chase back and he loses it. Here comes a couple of opportunities down low for Colgate, and on his stomach, Emmett Crotto keeps it out. Simone Dadier and Daniel Panetta were barreling down low as they were sprinting in at Mach 2. Now across everything to the right side, Owen Nolan. 1-on-3, but he shoots anyway. Why not? No such thing as a bad shot on goal. Saved by Clark. Followed from the left side. Clark is on his back as the shot from Ben Ivey had been gobbled up. And now Brett Kiefer is denied from the right face-off circle by a gymnast, Rowan Clark. Tick. Talk to the far side. Petford into the slot. There's a shot off the skate of Pice that's gloved up. And into child's pose goes Michaela Hasova. With 6 minutes and 8 seconds gone by here in the second period. 1-1 the score. At the red line, dumped in by Posma. 7:16 to go. Met by Mexico. McClinsky back in the net. He tries to clear it. David Posma keeps it alive. To the right side, Lundy. Shot looking for tip, and they score! Justin Mexico, not ready to go to Cancun yet. 2-2. Face-off won by AIC, 6-on-4 begins. Bamber fires. They score! Iconic! 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 4 seconds into the biggest power play in school history. It's Brett Bamber with the second most iconic goal this season. We've seen this before from him when he tied it against Quinnipiac. AIC was down 5-1. Brett Bamber, we're starting over once again, sir. 3-3 with 35 seconds to go. As in the far corner, the Army Black Knights pick up possession. Sam Grubner, good-looking second-year D-man. As he turns it over, Hayden Stavrov has a lane open. One extra pass, and it's blocked by Grubner. Emmett Crotto will play this one. Dartmouth's got it in their own zone, looking for another coordinated entry, but they can't get through. Silverberg had it go the opposite direction, and Brooke picks it up, and then he loses it to Nakora. Nakora across to the left side. Cummings shoots. He scores! So Colgate's winning momentum. They win this draw. Back out to the point. Newmeyer again, tied for 4th in the league in shots taken this year. He's got it back. Left of the ECAC logo. Shoots. Saved by Crotto. Cummings was defending. Rebound goes to the far side. Neumeyer's got it back. Now across to Norland, but just in front of him. He fans on his one-timer attempt at the top of the right face-off circle. Is able to shake Nakor. Centers one towards Cage, but CJ Foley is able to get in front of that pass, and then Colgate clears it upon themselves and goes all the way down. Dartmouth will get a breather. Doesn't appear they're taking a change. Look out, this could be dangerous right here. 1-on-2 was Newmeyer in the defensive zone for Colgate. Nakor and Silverberg were floating around him as this one's sent in by Dartmouth. Now partial change for the Big Green. Bosconi into the game. Dartmouth trying to salvage possession from the half wall in Colgate's zone. Bosconi inside outed his D partner CJ Foley. He gets the puck back after fending on a hit was Doucette. Cam McDonald tries to enter, and he tried to leave it for Hank Cleves, but that puck was altered on the way by. Now an entry for Wainwright. He gets hooked. That should be a penalty. I am very surprised it's not, as Hayden Stavrov just wrestles his stick away from Easton Wainwright, who basically held on to it. Meanwhile, Dartmouth enters. Hank Cleves into the slot. Here goes Stavrov. Shoots high. Simon LaBelle was right in front of him defending. Colgate trying to get it out of there. Nagel denied on the clear by Charpentier. Down low to the left faceoff circle at the dot. Hayden Stavrov looking for a centering pass. That one knocked aside, and then both McDonald and Malbuff go down. Across the red line, across the blue line, Colgate enters, but then the entry is immediately denied by Dartmouth. Morin and Grable out there on defense as Stavrov and Charpentier prevented the entry. South of Emmett Crotto's cage, it's picked up by Eric Charpentier, who nearly loses it to two men, Sullivan and Nagel. As here comes Colin Grable, enters left side. Alex Kraus in stride from the left circle, shot saved by Reed Dick. Dartmouth's back on the scoring column, or the scoring offense opportunities. We'll see if they can actually get something to go now. Nathan Morin gets held up for a long time by Malbuff as the shot from the point is saved by Reed Dick. Puck gets out to the near side at center ice. Alex Kraus will send it in deep in front of the red line. No icing here. Ryan Schelling trying to chase down Malbuff for this puck as now things are getting physical. Colgate gets it out. 5:20 to go here in the second period. 1-1 remains the score. Schelling off the touch pass from the defensive zone by Bosconi. Now here comes Colgate. But Nagel got his pass altered, I think, by Bosconi, and then Fusco was there to retain possession for Dartmouth. Here comes Solani, spins at the left goal line. He gets hit into the wall by Fernandez, continues to work. Solani to left faceoff circle. Clark gets tripped up. A couple of hands and the stands go up. Do any officials' hands go up? No. 4:52 to go here in the second. Solani trying to evade four other men in the scrum, including a couple of his own teammates, as this one has gotten out to LaBelle at the Colgate half wall and gotten out of the zone. Across the blue line into the Dartmouth zone goes Daniel Panetta as he loses the puck to CJ Foley, who made a great defensive play. Now Dartmouth has a 3-on-2 if they want, but Solani's shift was ending. Silverwork, north slot, shot. Rick trickling down low in front of Reed Dick. He covers up the 5-hole to keep it out, and then Colgate's able to flip it out. 4:21 to go here in the second period. In neutral ice, it'll be sent in by Colgate, but the first one to the puck is Cooper Cleves. Now Dartmouth, a complete pass to Andrew Clark, far side. He enters, floats it in. He'll have his teammates queued up to go chase it down because he has his shift ending. Hayden Stavrov loses his stick and then gets pushed in open ice by Napier, and then returning the favor, Eric Charpentier. Under 4 to play. One-timer Grable on its way, tip play Cleves, saved by Dick. Charpentier back to Grable, fires one up, tipped by Cam McDonald high. Hank Cleves now looking for a wrap chance into the south slot. McDonald trying to settle his feet. He cannot. He'll have to revert to the south of the goal line. Now Charpentier to Grable. He faked the one-timer. Grable takes a shot, blocked very nicely by Spinelli. Grable gets the puck back right point. Stavrov, high slot. Shot blocked on its way by Jacob Napier. And Colgate gets it out. 3.5 to play here in the second period. Charpentier trying to reach it for McDonald. He could not get it to him, and Dartmouth ices the puck. 3:23 to go here in the second. Game still tied 1-1. All right, I know we have a little bit of time left, but I'm going to do these breathing exercises with you now. Inhale. Exhale. Center yourselves. Okay, go back to whatever you were feeling. 3:23 to go here in the second period. 1-1 is the score. Timeout Dartmouth. No, maybe not. Yes, timeout Dartmouth, but I also think there might be a potential review coming because Matthew Wild went into the public address booth. No, he's just getting water. So Dartmouth takes an early timeout. 3:23 to go here in the second. Off the icing. We don't have shift times, but I mean, this has been a frenetic pace of play, and Colgate has really started to turn it on. They have locked in and ensuring that they get offensive possession because it was really mostly Dartmouth in that first period. 12-4 shots on goal. But now it's 23-13, so things have just about evened out. 11-9 in favor of Dartmouth here in the second period, if my math is correct. It is. But at Dartmouth's first check, when I checked the stats, it was 4-3 Big Green in the second. It is now 7-6 in favor of Dartmouth. So Dartmouth's starting to turn the tide a little bit here, making Reed Dick uncomfortable. Emmett Crotto getting in some stretches. And how about this goalie matchup? 2 6th-round picks from 2022. Reed Dick picked 183rd overall by the Bruins in 22 in the 6th round. Emmett Crotto picked by the Canadiens 162nd overall. Emmett Crotto one birth year before Reed Dick. Crotto 03, Reed Dick 04. But Crotto's third collegiate season, his second year at Dartmouth. Reed Dick on the other side, the first year college goaltender. Got a stat for Emmett Crotto, now that I'm talking about him, that I want to pull up. I found this while I was doing my prep for this game. There's a page in stats.ncaa.org about active leaders. We'll dive into that in a moment. But we are out of the timeout. Colgate wins the draw forward. LaBelle loses the reach on the puck to Colin Grable. Colin Grable trying to get it out of there. He has to evade a hit from Max Nagel. He does so. Dartmouth enters 3-on-4. Nakora walking, top of the slot. He shoots wide left. Sullivan's going to be the first one to his puck. Checks his rear view mirrors, and Nagel's able to get it out of there. This puck will skitter on down the ice. Colin Grable checking his rear view. He picks it up, and LaBelle will peel off. Nakora across the red line, across the blue line. He is in. Brock Cummings in there, walking his way towards the slot. Now an entry, fresh off the bench, CJ Foley, but he couldn't fully corral the puck. But the clearing attempt by Sullivan denied. Across the yard goes Foley, near side to far side, but the pass was blocked, and the puck is gotten out of there. Great defensive play by Newmeyer, who averages 27 minutes on ice per game. 26:55. South of the goal line in Colgate zone. Alex Kraus trying to evade Fernandez. Kraus now goes right after he went left. Crosses the goal line to the north side. One-timer shelling wide left. 2:22 to go here in the second. 1-1 is your score in game one. Alex Kraus, far half wall, couldn't get the puck down. CJ Foley will send it in deep. Nathan Morin, south of the goal line. Ryan Schelling, defended by Newmeyer. He gets taken down. We got our first penalty of the game. And it's a trip against Michael Newmeyer, his 8th penalty of the year. So Dartmouth's power play, which was much of the story of the 3 acts for the Big Green this season, will get its first crack. 16.1%, 5th lowest power play percentage, 8th of 12 in the ECAC. First 11 games when they went undefeated, they went 10 for 35, 28.6%. In the 10-game stretch where they went 3-6-1, 1 for 27. And then in the final 9 games, 12.9%. Not quite the 28.6% from the first 11, but it's not 1 for 27. First power play unit out there for Dartmouth. Silverberg, Hank Cleves, Hayden Stavrov, CJ Foley, Nikita Nakora. Face off to the left of Reed Dick. Face off is tied up and eventually picked up by Colgate. Schneider trying to clear the puck. He will. That will bleed off the first dozen or so seconds of this power play. Penalty will expire with about 7 seconds to go in the period. Dartmouth enters. Cleves for Silverberg, south of the goal line. Chased down at the far side, this time by Nikita Nakora. Looking for CJ Foley, top of the slot. Back to Nakora, top of the right circle. Looking for Foley, fakes a one-timer. Back to Nakora, rips a shot. Blocked nicely by Napier. Hayden Stavrov tried to get to the follow-up, could not secure it cleanly without help from Colgate's defense. Now down low, right circle, Hank Cleves surveying the scene. To Foley on the ECAC logo. He walks right, defended by Schneider. To Hank Cleves, right circle. Cleves backs it up for Foley. Bouncing puck, he has to settle it down. Now back down to Hank Cleves, right circle. Foley setting up for a one-timer. Instead, they go down low. Gets through Nakora at the goal line. Puck is picked up by Silverberg just outside of the mesh. Stavrov now near half wall. Tried to send it out to CJ Foley, but it gets cleared on him. It was about 3 inches too far to his right. Dartmouth will pick it back up. 60 seconds left in the period. 54 on the power play. Dartmouth without a shot yet on goal, I believe. We'll check the stats officially. Here's CJ Foley walking in towards the high slot, looking for a play down low. Cleves scores! Two-one. Hank Cleves from CJ Foley, a power play goal in game one. That was a great look at power play for Dartmouth. We were talking about the live stats. How many power play shots did Dartmouth get? They got just 1, and it went in. CJ Foley sent that one down low. He had faked a couple of one-timers, looked to be taking one, but he found Hank Cleves about 6 feet to the left of the crease for the goaltender Reed Dick, as there are 35 seconds left and Dartmouth has their first lead of game one. Dartmouth trying to enter here again. Colgate will send this one back into Dartmouth zone, but Charpentier picks up the puck. Brock Cummings across the red line, sends this one in deep. Newmeyer will pick up the puck south of Reed Dick, nearly turned the puck over, but completes the pass to Newhart. Or I beg your pardon, Newhart. In Dartmouth zone, Alex Krause now has it across the attacking blue line. Shoots, saved by Reed Dick. He will not cover it up, not risking another faceoff. Across to Charpentier with 2 seconds left. He has to go for it. He missed wide right, but it got all the way through. And the second period buzzer sounds with the Dartmouth Big Green, the home team, the 2 seed, in front in game 1, 2-1 after 40.